So I'm now going to talk to you about active listening, which is quite one of my most favourite subjects, because I think active listening is underestimated as to how beneficial it is for everybody, actually not just the people who you're looking after. And the interesting thing is that if you become a good active listener, you're less likely to be a codependent, because listening is about listening, whereas codependency is much more about telling. And I was brought up very short when I was looking after my eldest daughter, who turned right to me and said, "You're not listening, Mum." So I said, no, I am, I'm honestly. And she'd say, "Well, you may be listening, but you're not hearing." And that is really the point about active listening. Personally, I feel that in eating disorders, active listening plays a really strong part in trying to understand what the real emotions are going on for the person who is not well. And so by hearing what they say, you're able to pick up on some emotional point that they make. And do you know, that is such a gift for somebody, that you've shown that they're listening, you reflect back on what they've said, and it makes an enormous difference. And of course, one knows that oneself, because if somebody does that to you, you think, oh, that's really kind. They've remembered what I've said. They've asked me about it. So what does that say to you? That they actually really care. And I think that's where active listening has a great strength. It indicates that you care about other people and want to hear what they say, want to hear. That's the point. And so trying to help by being an active listener, I think, is a really good way of perhaps overcoming some of the insecurities that those who have an eating disorder have, because it also raises their self-esteem. There you are talking to them and emphasizing with them, and it's just a lovely way of being able to help in, as I say, a non-compulsive helping manner. And all I can say is I hope I've learnt the skill, because it's my favourite subject. It would be disappointing if I hadn't.